The apocalypse has not yet opened, but the system has arrived ahead of schedule. So Chenmo's daily art style suddenly changed. Eating and smashing dogs can earn rewards, and harmonious communication with beautiful women is seen as a battle against the 9th-level Corpse King. Detected that the host is incredibly brave in defeating the 9th-level Corpse King. Due to the high level of the target, the host can still receive a point reward even if they have not completed the killing of the enemy. This rewards the host with 5,000 survival points and an A.level gift package. Chenmo, who had just finished his battle with his junior classmates, looked at the semi-transparent floating window in front of him and the harmless junior classmates around him, and a strange expression couldn't help but appear on his face. Detected that the host has tamed a 5th-level mutated corpse dog. Due to the target's rank being too high, the host has become more and more skilled in subduing monsters, with unparalleled charm. We hereby reward the host with 2,000 survival points, a B.level gift package, and a charm of plus 50. Chenmo, who had subdued a wolf dog with snacks, listened to the tip in his ear and felt quite drowsy. In the eyes of the system, Chenmo, who lives in a normal world, is filled with demons and monsters everywhere. This has led to Chenmo triggering various rewards with every move and gesture. By the time the end of the world truly arrives, Chenmo will have already been rewarded and his combat power will be amazing. Novel keyword. The system is 1 year ahead of schedule, but it's not yet the end of the world. No pop-ups, the system is advanced by 1 year, but it hasn't reached the end of the world yet. Download the complete set of TXT, the system is 1 year ahead of schedule, but it's not yet the end of the world. Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. The end of the world has not yet begun, the system has been activated in advance. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. The end of the world has not yet begun, the system has been activated in advance. Warning. Warning. A 9th-level Corpse King has been detected near the host, which is difficult to match with the host's current strength. Please flee quickly. Chenmo, who was fighting his junior for 300 rounds, suddenly heard an inexplicable voice in his ear, causing him to instinctively stop moving. Seeing him suddenly stop moving, the junior sister flipped over and got on the horse, starting to take the initiative. At the same time, a fierce warning sounded in Chenmo's ear once again. Warning. Warning. It has been detected that the host is being suppressed by the 9th-level Corpse King and is in critical condition. Should we activate the invincible mode? This mode can only be activated once, with a maximum duration of 10 seconds. During invincible mode, do not attack other units, otherwise you will exit invincible mode prematurely. At first, Chenmo thought he had hallucinations, but now he is very confident that a strange sound really appeared in his ear. Xiaoru, did you hear any sound? Chenmo looked at the younger student in front of him who was forgetting himself and galloping. However, at this moment, the junior sister was in high spirits and didn't pay attention to what he was saying. After a burst of pleasure surged above her head, she finally lay down on Chenmo's body and murmured, "Brother Mo, what did you just say? I mean, did you hear any strange sound?" Just as Chenmo asked this question, a strange hint sounded in his ear. It was detected that the host was incredibly brave in defeating the 9th-level Corpse King. Due to the high level of the target, although the host did not complete the killing of the enemy, they could still receive points as rewards. We hereby reward the host with 5,000 survival points and an A.level gift package. This reward cannot be triggered repeatedly, please be aware what kind of ghost. Chenmo was increasingly shocked upon hearing this. Just as he was puzzled, a semi-transparent floating window appeared in front of him. Some attribute data is currently displayed in the floating window. Host. Chenmo, age. 20, Shoyuan 80, super ability. Unlocked, skill, 0/5. None basic attributes. Physical fitness 1.1, strength 1.2, agility 1.2, spiritual strength 1.5, adult attributes range from 0.75 to 1.5, survival points 5,000 points, item. A.level gift package X1, what's the situation? I not only have auditory hallucinations, but also hallucinations. As Chen Mo was surprised, he saw a small plus sign behind these attributes. He instinctively reached out and clicked. System prompt. You are adding physical attributes. The current basic physical attribute is 1.1 points. You can spend 110 points to increase the physical attribute points to 1.2 points. Do you want to improve it? No, surprisingly, it can still interact with data. Illusions can't be so real, can they? Chen Mo, with confusion, reached out and clicked OK. At the moment he clicked on confirm, his points began to roll, and at the same time, he only felt a sudden improvement in his physical condition, which was an extremely obvious feeling. With the improvement of physical fitness, the entire five senses have also increased synchronously, making it difficult to not clearly perceive one's own changes. At that moment, Chen Mo understood that the semi-transparent floating window in front of him was not something he had hallucinated to see, it was a real existence. As a young person, who hasn't read a few novels yet, this thing looks like a legendary system. But why did I suddenly wake up to the system? Chen Mo is a question mark full of ideas. Until he saw clearly the introduction of the system in the semi-transparent floating window. The post-apocalyptic survival system is dedicated to serving you, and I will help you survive as safely as possible in the post-apocalypse, the end of the world. Where did the end of the world come from? Did the outside world undergo changes or did zombies explode? Chen Mo looked at the content in the semi-transparent floating window in front of him, and couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement. He quickly took his waking phone and scrolled through the news. As a result, I didn't see any signs of the end of the world. Whether it is a large news platform, search engine, or short video platform, there has been no abnormal occurrence. If there are no reports about the end of the world in reality, then either the system is going crazy, or the system is coming too early. This is not the end of the world at all. Chen Mo flipped through the system interface and saw something called Event Record. He immediately clicked in and took a glance. On December 15, 2024, a biochemical virus swept across the world, coinciding with the fall of the celestial demon star and the collapse of Earth's civilization, entering the apocalyptic era. On June 15, 2025, host Chen Mo accumulated enough kill points and successfully activated the system. On June 15, 2025, the host Chen Mo fought against the 9th level Corpse King with 0-level combat power, causing him to lose his strength. The system evaluated him as, "Your divine bravery is incredible." Seeing the event records in the system, Chen Muren was dumbfounded. "Wow, you're unbelievable, that's why I should think it's unbelievable. What the hell is that? Now it's only June 15, 2024. Why is the system activated earlier than it was in the 25th year? In the event records, the end of the world only came on December 15, but now it's only June 15. What's wrong with the system?" Although he felt inexplicable for a moment, what shocked Chen Mo even more than what was happening now was that the end of the year was coming in 6 months. This news surprised Chen Mo even more than opening the system. After all, who could have imagined that the current world, which is still on the end, would suddenly usher in the end in 6 months? Anyone would feel a wave of confusion if it were changed. Although the situation is unbelievable, after all, the system already exists for real. I can't help but believe or not. After all, the feeling after the attribute increase just now is real. In order to verify the authenticity of the system more clearly, he clicked on the mall in the system interface. This mall should be able to sell some things. If the purchased items can be effectively taken out, then everything happening in front of us cannot be an illusion. As Chen Mo opened the shopping mall, he almost didn't vomit blood. Some daily necessities that can be easily obtained in the mall are quite expensive. Just a bottle of 500 milliliters of water requires 10 points of integration. You should know that 110 points of integration can directly improve Chen Mo's physical attributes by 0.1 points. Chen Mo swept around and finally saw the cheapest things in the mall. What can be exchanged for with just 1 point is money. What is the most useless thing in the apocalypse? Nature is money. 1 point can be directly exchanged for 100 yuan. As Chen Mo completed the exchange, a red banknote appeared in his item list, and he chose the option to withdraw it. Immediately, a bright red banknote appeared out of thin air in his hand. Wow, 1 point can earn you 100 yuan. Isn't it worth hundreds of thousands of points for me now? With hundreds of thousands of extra pocket money that could be easily spent, Chen Mo instantly felt like he had become a wealthy man. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Skill Rewards, Perfect Recovery. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2 Skill Rewards, Perfect Recovery. But Chen Mo just thought about it that way. He knew the end of the world was coming, and who would exchange points for useless money? These points can actually improve attribute values and increase one's own strength. He didn't randomly use points anymore, but opened his backpack and checked the A.level gift package. A.level gift pack. By opening this gift pack, you can get some great things. After reading the introduction of the gift package, Chen Mo directly chose to turn it on. System prompt. Successfully opened the gift package. Congratulations on obtaining the A.level skill. Healing Light. Healing Light. Lose some spiritual power to use on any target, which can heal their injuries. The more severe the injury, the more spiritual power is required to be lost. Interesting, can you still acquire skills? Chen Mo directly chose to study. Successfully learned, currently mastering 1 skill count, with 4 remaining in the current skill column. Just learned the skill, Chen Mo is really eager to try it out. Coincidentally, he saw his junior sister Lin Xinru's fingers wrapped around bandages. Lin Xinru accidentally injured her fingers today to learn how to cook. Although this new injury is not significant, it obviously won't heal too quickly. Chen Mo grabbed her little hand and tore open the wound wrap. At this moment, Lin Xinru had just exhausted herself and was in a state of laziness to move, but she didn't care what Chen Mo was doing. As Chen Mo tore open his mouth and examined the injury on Lin Xinru's finger, he immediately activated a healing light on her finger with a thought. At this moment, Chen Mo clearly felt that his spirit had suddenly become a bit tired. A wave of spiritual energy transformed into special energy and flooded into Lin Xinru's fingers. In an instant, her already healed fingers could no longer see any scars. It's as if there were no knife wounds on my fingers before. It is evident that the effect of this healing light skill is practical and feasible. System prompt. The host risked his life to heal the 9th level Corpse King, with amazing stamina. Here is a reward of 1000 survival points. Hey guy, are you okay with the system? Is that okay? Chen Mo murmured in silence. At this moment, Lin Xinru finally regained her composure. Seeing Chen Mo holding onto her small hand, she immediately looked up. Just now she felt a warm sensation in her fingertips, but she didn't figure out what was going on. At this moment, seeing that the bandage on her finger was gone, she instinctively glanced at the wound on her finger's abdomen. The result was that I didn't see any wounds, only my fingers, which were unharmed. Huh. How did my fingers heal so quickly? Lin Xinru puzzled and said. Chen Mo immediately smiled and didn't say much. At this moment, Lin Xinru regained her composure and remained enthusiastic. She flipped over again and rode onto Chen Mo's body. Ah! With a surprised exclamation, Lin Xinru stood up. Chen Mo looked up and saw some bright red. I'll go, won't I? Have you even repaired that place for her? Chen Mo looked at Lin Xinru in shock. However, In an instant, Chenemo felt it was reasonable because for a moment, he still felt strange that how to treat the small injury on Lin Shinru's finger would clearly cause some loss of mental strength. It turns out that just now not only did she heal the small injury on her finger, but also a crucial injury was healed by herself. It seems that I've been playing too much at home all day today. My health is going to be tight, so let's rest early. Seeing this, Lin Shinru also felt that there was a possibility. After checking and confirming that she had no problems, she didn't have any more thoughts. After taking a shower together, the two of them went back to the bed and embraced each other to sleep. The next morning, Chenemo was still in a daze when the system prompt in his ear suddenly rang. System prompt. Detected that the host is in the same room as the 9th level Corpse King and has spent the night peacefully. Amazing courage, we hereby reward 2,000 survival points. His mother the 9th Order Corpse King. Looking at Lin Shinru, who is harmless to people and animals and has a lovely sleeping face, Chenemo felt very speechless about the system. However, at this moment, he was also quite curious in his heart why Lin Shinru was recognized by the system as the 9th level Corpse King, and what kind of unexpected changes needed to make her mutate so badly. System prompt. Daily task release at 8 a.m. Daily task, 1. Go out and find 3 days of survival supplies. Daily task, 2. Maintain a day without injury. Daily task, 3. Enjoy a sumptuous meal at the end of the day. Daily task, 4. Although water resources are scarce in the end, it is still possible to occasionally indulge in luxury, take a comfortable hot bath, consume water resources, and improve one's cleanliness to over 90. Current cleanliness 85, if you can complete all daily tasks, you will receive additional rewards. System prompt. Please use rewards as much as possible to improve your attributes. When your full attributes reach 2 points, the main survival quest will be triggered. The main quest rewards are abundant, which will better help you survive in the afterlife. As the system prompt ended, Chenemo couldn't help but roll his eyes. Water resources were so tight, he just got up and ran into the bathroom to take a comfortable hot shower. Soon, the system prompt in his ear rang again. System prompt. Congratulations on successfully completing daily tasks, 4. In addition to taking a shower, you even extravagantly washed your hair, achieving a cleanliness of 100 points. If you exceed the daily tasks, your reward will double this time. You have earned 2,000 survival points and 2 daily gift packages. Good guy, it's too easy to receive this reward. Chenemo glanced at his survival points, and by now his survival points had reached 9,889 points. If exchanged for money, it would be 980,000 yuan. For ordinary people, having a savings of 980,000 yuan is already a sign of prosperity. After all, depositing 980,000 yuan and earning 980,000 yuan are not the same concept. Chenemo didn't care about the points, but opened the system warehouse and checked the daily gift package. Daily gift pack. After opening, you can obtain some daily items, with a small chance of obtaining good treasures. This daily gift package doesn't seem like a particularly good thing from the introduction. Chenemo casually opened it. Sure enough, it's really a scam. After 2 daily gift packages were opened, one daily gift package gave Chenemo a box of mineral water, and the other daily gift package gave Chenemo a box of instant noodles. Although the system only provides regular mineral water and instant noodles, the content written on the box still indicates that the nutritional content in this mineral water and instant noodles is higher than that in normal reality. In the apocalypse, it may be happy to have access to these necessary survival resources, but not now. Chenemo threw things aside with a black thread, put on his clothes, and prepared to go out to do the remaining daily tasks. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Bloodline Fusion, Ability Boost. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Bloodline Fusion, Ability Boost. Xiaoru, I'm going out. Do you want anything to eat? Chen Imo dressed neatly and called out to Lin Shinru, wanting to see if she wanted breakfast. I won't eat anymore, I'll sleep until night. At this moment, Lin Shinru was sleeping soundly. She pouted and didn't want to get up. Seeing this, Chen Imo didn't call her anymore, so she let her rest well. After all, I was tired all day yesterday. As Chen Imo dressed neatly and went out, he glanced at his daily tasks. It can be said that 4 daily tasks are extremely easy to complete in the current world. Of course, it is important to pay more attention to this non-invasive task. In order to better complete this task, Chen Imo chose to add attributes. If you want to avoid injury, either your physical fitness is strong enough or your reaction speed is fast enough. In general, the intensity of daily collisions is not too high, and improving physical fitness should be enough. If there are some major collisions, in most cases, it may rely on reaction speed to dodge. Chen Imo first added some physical attributes. Previously, when the physical attributes were 1.1 points, Chen Imo spent 110 points adding physical attributes. Now that the physical attributes have reached 1.2 points, when Chen Imo clicks on the small plus sign after the physical attributes, the fee also increases accordingly. System prompt. You are adding physical attributes. The current basic physical attribute is 1.2 points. You can spend 120 points to increase your physical attributes to 1.3 points. Do you want to improve it? It seems that the higher my attribute point, the more expensive the cost of further improvement will be. According to the conversion ratio with cash, 120 points of points is equivalent to 12,000 yuan. If calculated in monetary terms, the price of increasing attributes by 0.1 points is still quite expensive. Although the fee is not low, Chen Imo is still willing to spend money because of his own physical attributes. As the 120 points accumulated, Chen Mo's physical attributes also reached 1.3 points. At this point, the further increase in fees also increased to 130 points. Chen Imo didn't bother anymore and continued to use his points to strengthen himself, until he completely strengthened his physique to 2 points before stopping. The total reward points spent are 1240 points. Converted to cash value of 120,000. However, money does not have any attributes that are important. The effect of improving physical fitness is tangible. After improving his physical fitness from 1.2 points to 2 points, Chen Imo only felt that his 5 senses had been significantly strengthened, and his entire body felt more resilient than before. With every breath, one can feel an unprecedented level of physical relaxation. The perspective is also unprecedentedly clear, and many sounds around are captured more clearly than before. Even the triggering sensation of the gentle breeze is more sensitive than before. Is this the sublimation of life intensity? This feeling is really amazing. Previously, the system prompted that increasing all attributes to 2 points would activate the main survival mission. So my current number of points is already enough to fill all attributes, and I can't even use it up. Although I need to spend thousands of points and have a value of hundreds of thousands, there will be more tasks and rewards. Only with investment can I earn income. Let's give it a try. After Chen Imo muttered to himself, he immediately started investing in survival points to improve other attributes. Soon, his strength, agility, and spiritual attributes were all pulled to 2 points by him. I spent another 3,330 points. Upgrade all attributes to 2 points and spend a total of 4,570 points on Chen Mo's points. But the feeling after improving attributes is also extremely obvious. At this moment, Chen Imo felt that his muscle strength, reaction speed, and mental state had all become better than ever before. Although it cannot be said that it is far superior to ordinary people, it has basically reached the limit of not being able to use cheats for humans. Most people have undergone specialized training in a certain aspect and spend a lot of time to cultivate to the value of 2 points. And Chen Imo achieved it directly through integration. At this point, with his ability to resist attacks, strength, and reaction speed, he can stand on any martial arts platform in the world. Even if he does not master any combat skills, he is capable of crushing and defeating 90% of opponents with his attribute advantages. This is called a 10-meeting reduction with one effort. If Chen Mo was given some more time to learn combat skills, he would obviously be the first person in the world to compete alone. This is only the strength when all attributes reach 2 points. As Chen Machuan's attributes all met the standards, the system prompt immediately followed suit. System prompt. Congratulations to the host for successfully reaching the current biological limit attribute. We hereby reward the host with one chance to randomly draw their bloodline. After extracting the bloodline, the host will obtain the corresponding racial ability of the bloodline and additionally increase the upper limit of the corresponding bloodline attribute on the basis of the current biological attribute. After the host gains bloodline, the main survival mission will be officially initiated for the host. Good guy, can we still draw blood? What bloodline is there? Red-eyed zombies. Blood race. Werewolves. Scion people. After fusion, I won't become unable to bask in the sun or touch silverware. Will I? A bunch of bloodline names suddenly popped up in Chenmo's mind. I don't know what type of bloodline the system draws. System prompt. Do you want to proceed with bloodline extraction immediately? Special reminder, the bloodline rewarded by the system will not change the host's own racial characteristics, but will only add corresponding bloodline abilities. Therefore, please rest assured to absorb it. If you say that, then I can rest assured. Chen Mo is afraid that this blood will be drawn uniformly, causing mutations in his own species. Since that's not the case, he won't have the psychological burden to directly draw. System prompt. Succeeded in extraction. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the werewolf additional bloodline. In the additional werewolf bloodline, as the system prompt sounded, Chen Mo only felt a sudden surge of special energy in his body, to the point where he felt an unparalleled sense of comfort all over his body. It's like all the cells in the body are climaxing. System prompt. Attachment completed. You have obtained 4 bloodline abilities. Super healing, super physical fitness, super night vision, and super perception, super healing. As long as it is not a fatal injury, it can heal at an extremely fast speed, but if scratched by silver products, the healing speed will slow down. Superb physique. You have almost unlimited physical strength. Even if you exercise crazily for a whole day, your body will hardly feel tired. Super night vision. Even in a pitch-black environment, you can still see everything around you clearly. Super perception. You have a strong sense of danger and an extraordinary sense of smell, which can smell all changes in the surrounding odor. Please rest assured that a sensitive sense of smell only enhances your ability to analyze flavors and does not exacerbate the odor. Too strong. One bloodline fusion gave 4 powerful abilities directly. Chen Mo felt his own state, only feeling indescribable and refreshing. P.S. New books on the road for follow-up reading. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Third Order Exotic Beasts, Easy to Tame. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Third Order Exotic Beasts, Easy to Tame. At this moment, Chen Mo regained his perception of the surrounding environment and felt that his current feelings were unprecedentedly clear. Even where someone is walking can be distinguished by their strong sense of smell. As the bloodline fusion is completed, the system prompt continues to sound. System prompt. You have successfully fused your bloodline, and the main survival mission is now officially released. Main Survival Mission 1, Task Name. Tame Alien Beasts, Task Description. In the apocalypse, how can we do without a companion? In the chaotic post-apocalypse, a loyal pet that protects its owner is your best companion. Please try taming a monster to become your own pet. The higher the level of the tamed monster, the richer the rewards for this mission. Task Deadline. 7 days. If the deadline is exceeded but not completed, the task time will be doubled and the reward will be reduced by half. Taming exotic beasts. Where should I go to tame exotic beasts in this prosperous era? After Chen Mo subconsciously roast, he suddenly remembered that if Lin Shinru could be judged as the 9th level corpse king, wouldn't any cat and dog be judged as various monsters? As soon as Chen Mo thought of this, he remembered the pet dog of the landlord Zhao Jie's house. Zhao Jie doesn't have time to walk her dog. Usually, Chen Mo takes her out for a walk. This dog is no different from Chen Mo's own. Coincidentally, Chen Mo had not yet walked his dog today, so he immediately went out and turned towards a nearby house. This is a villa building, and in the courtyard downstairs, there is a snow-white, half-human-sized Sammy playing with a ball in boredom. Chen Mo pushed open the iron door of the villa and walked straight in. He had just entered the yard when the system prompt immediately rang. System prompt. Warning, warning. A third-order monster has been detected within a 10-meter range of the host. It may be difficult to match the host's current strength, so please quickly move away. It's really true that any cat or dog has become a monster in the system. Chen Mo ignored the system's warning and greeted the snow-white Sammy directly. Little White, come over quickly. Upon hearing Chen Mo's voice, Sammy immediately ignored the ball around him as if he had seen his family, and excitedly rushed towards Chen Mo. System prompt. Warning, warning, a third-order monster is attacking the host, please escape quickly. Warning your sister. Chen Mo was speechless for a moment and directly reached out to embrace Sammy who was rushing towards him, giving him a scolding. At this moment, Sammy extended his tongue and gave him a crazy lick, which caught Chen Mo off guard. Alright, be good, stop licking, sit still, take you out to play. As Chen Mo's instructions were given, Sammy also forcibly suppressed his excitement and obediently sat on the grass, looking up at Chen Mo with a cute tongue sticking out. At this point, the system's prompt sound rings again. System prompt. The host has successfully tamed a third-order exotic beast with 0-level strength, making it obedient to you. He is so patient that he can be called the master of animal taming. As long as you're happy, don't mess with these empty-headed and brainless people. Do you have any rewards? Chen Mo speechless roast. System prompt. Successfully tamed a third-order monster by the host, we hereby reward the host with 3,000 points and 1 advanced beast pill. Advanced pill for exotic beasts. Feeding this pill to exotic beasts can increase their level. The higher the level of exotic beasts, the more advanced pills they need to take. System prompt. Detected that the host has tamed a foreign beast and has met the requirements of the main task. Do you want to submit this foreign beast? If the host intends to tame higher-level monsters, the host may temporarily not submit them upon hearing the system prompt. Chen Mo considered and decided to wait for a moment. Judging from Lin Shinru's rank, the 9th rank should belong to a relatively high level. After all, he only fought Lin Shinru until he was exhausted, and then earned 5,000 points and an A-level gift package, which fully demonstrates her value. Now this little white is just a third-level monster. Obviously there is too much difference in rank compared to Lin Shinru, the 9th-level corpse king. To submit a task, even if you don't encounter a 9th-level monster, you still need to find a 5th level or higher. However, after spending 3,000 points directly from Xiaobai, Chen Mo didn't want to just leave. Instead, he picked up the leash and took it out for a walk. Not long after he took Xiaobai out, he met an acquaintance nearby. Grandma Li came out with her own little dog. But when Chen Mo bumped into them, no system prompt sounded at all. Why didn't Grandma Li and her little dog give any warning? At this moment, Grandma Li's grandson walked past and the system prompt immediately sounded a fierce warning. System prompt. A 5th-order superpower has been detected nearby, with a kill value of up to 500 points. Please pay more attention. What is the kill value? System prompt. The kill value is the number of creatures of the same type killed by the unit. Is it true that this kid killed 500 people after becoming a superpower? He's so cruel. Chen carefully glanced at the appearance of Grandma Li's grandson at this moment. When he saw Chen, the boy even greeted him warmly and said, "Brother Mo is taking Xiao Bai out for a walk again." As he spoke, he ran all the way towards Xiao Bai, giving him a pat. This child's name is Ding Xiaoyu, and Chen is quite familiar with him, but he can't tell that he has this kind of bloodiness. Suddenly, a passage flashed through Chen Mo's mind. What will a person do when they suddenly have abilities far beyond ordinary people? On the first day, he will become Superman. The next day, he will become a native of his country. On the third day, he will become Chao Shaolin, who doesn't eat beef. Is this kid going to have a big change in his personality due to his superpowers awakening? However, Chen thought of another possibility. If the system pairs a certain creature based on the information of the post-apocalyptic world, does not pairing mean that these people are no longer there by the time of the apocalypse? After the apocalypse, Little Rain will become a 5-star superpower, but Grandma Li and her little dog have not left any information. Doesn't it mean they all died after the end of the world? Is it possible that changes in family members could become a major reason for Ding Xiaoyu's sudden change in personality? Although there is this speculation, Chen cannot directly say anything more to them, otherwise the apocalypse will not come, and he may have to go to the mental hospital first. After bidding farewell to Ding Xiaoyu, Chen walked his dog to a nearby park. However, before stepping into it, the system began to bark uncontrollably. System prompt. Serious warning. Serious warning. A large number of zombies and exotic beasts have been detected gathering ahead, and there may be a terrifying tide of zombies and beasts. Please escape as soon as possible. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Invisible Dreams. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Invisible Dreams. Listening to the system prompt ringing in his ear, Chen Mo's mouth twitched slightly and ignored the system warning, walking straight into the park. At this time, there are many people exercising in the park, and many pet owners are taking their cats and dogs for walks nearby. It looks harmonious and comfortable. In the eyes of the system, this place has become a land of tigers and wolves. Every step Chen takes is accompanied by various warning signs. Chen who was noisy, switched the sound reminder to a window reminder. A semi-transparent floating window immediately appeared in front of him, inside which rows of text kept scrolling through. It is all about information about various level monsters. After half a day of frantic reminders from the system, Chen finally took a walk with Xiao Bai and left the park. Just as he left the park, he didn't expect the system to give him a reward. System prompt. Detected that the host is unparalleled in bravery, delving deep into the dragon pond and tiger den where a large number of zombies and exotic beasts gather, and returning safely. Even achieved no harm. We hereby reward the host with 5,000 survival points and an A.level gift package. Good guy. The reward of returning safely surrounded by a large number of zombies and exotic beasts is only comparable to the reward of war-tired Shinru. How strong is Shinru after the end of the world? Although amazed by Lin Shinru's strength, considering her strength as a 9th-level corpse king, her title is clearly not the same as Ding Xiaoyu's superpower. It can be seen that Lin Shinru may have encountered some unexpected changes and turned into a monster after the end of the world. This kind of thing is obviously best not to let it happen. Although Chen and Lin Shinru are not boyfriend and girlfriend, they are just intimate relationships that solve each other's needs. However, they are also familiar people, so Chen naturally cannot sit idly by and watch her turn into a monster. He has decided to take good care of Lin Shinru after the end of the world. Otherwise, she is likely to be alienated into a zombie. Having paid a decent reward for his free prostitution, Chen was naturally happy. On the way back, he directly chose to open the A.level gift package. System prompt. Successfully opened the gift package. Congratulations on obtaining the A.level skill. Shadow step. Shadow step. Lose some spiritual power to enter an invisible state, eliminating all detection effects except for touch, including visual, olfactory, and other sensations, including but not limited to thermal imaging, X-ray machines, and other technologies. However, damage cannot be avoided in an invisible state. Please be careful not to be unintentionally attacked by others, otherwise it will cause the invisible state to be lifted. When actively releasing the invisibility state, it will trigger a breakthrough strike, dealing twice the damage of the target's own strength. Good guy, all the invisibility abilities have come out. Looking at this ability, Chen Mo's mind suddenly flashed with many uses. If this ability were in the neighboring island country, it should be able to play a significant role in the live-action film industry. Invisibility ability is a skill that many people have fantasized about. When they truly possess it, Chen Mo really doesn't know where to use it for a while. But this ability is highly valued by him, it is definitely a good ability. Even though there are only 5 skill positions currently, he did not hesitate to give one position to Shadow Step. After learning the Shadow Step, Chen Mo immediately took Xiao Bai to a remote corner and prepared to conduct an experiment with him. At this moment, Xiao Bai didn't know what Chen Mo was bringing it to the corner for. It just happily spat out its pink big tongue and followed it with its butt bouncing. As it walked forward, it suddenly felt a release of resistance on its neck. It immediately turned its head curiously, only to find that Chen Mo had disappeared out of thin air. It immediately looked left and sniffed right to find Chen Mo, but sniffing back and forth, Chen Mo's clearest smell was the smell left in the nearby steps. Sniff back and the smell becomes lighter, which proves that the person did not walk far from here just now. Xiao Bai is a bit puzzled. It looked left and right in confusion. Then he looked back a few steps, and after seeing Chen Mo for no reason, he couldn't help but feel a bit anxious. Wuwang. It couldn't help but moan softly, as if trying to catch the attention of Chen Mo, who was nowhere to be found. This is the reason why Chen Mo deliberately brought it to this area where he usually doesn't walk much. If it's a familiar place, it may not be able to find anyone and may just run home on its own. In this unfamiliar place, Xiao Bai, who is usually timid, still dares not wander around. Just as Xiao Bai was whimpering, he suddenly felt a familiar sensation coming from his head. When he looked up, Chen Mo appeared next to him at some point. It immediately jumped up excitedly, whimpering and about to pounce on Chen Mo. It seems to be complaining about the injustice of not being able to find him just now. Chen Mo smiled and hugged it, gently touching its back to ensure its safety, before Xiao Bai finally calmed down. Let's go home. Seeing that even the sensitive sensation of a dog's nose could not perceive him, Chen Mo was certain that what the system was saying was basically correct. The invisibility ability of this Shadow Step is indeed very impressive. When Chen Mo brought Xiao Bai back to Zhao Jie's house, Zhao Jie was chatting with a young and beautiful girl in the yard. Zhao Jie was wearing a slim-fitting black long skirt, with a simple and elegant design that perfectly outlined her graceful figure. The slit design on one side of the skirt slightly reveals the slender legs, adding a touch of sexiness to the overall look. Paired with a pair of high heels, she appears more upright and elegant. A delicate jewelry necklace adorns her neck, highlighting her noble temperament. Zhao Jie's delicate facial features, combined with her slightly skilled makeup, make her full of mature feminine charm. Her long hair drapes over her shoulders, slightly curled, emitting a faint fragrance. The young girl who conversed with Zhao Jie was equally eye-catching, with a delicate face, fair skin, and a healthy radiance. Her soft brown long hair draped down her shoulders, emitting youthful vitality. Those bright big eyes flickered with a lively light, giving people a feeling of innocence and wit. The young girl's attire is noticeably more casual compared to Zhao Jie's. She was wearing a white short shirt over a black jacket, and a pair of denim shorts below, looking very youthful. She stepped on a pair of comfortable flat shoes, emitting a youthful vitality. She was smiling slightly at the moment, obviously having a pleasant conversation with Zhao. Silently, take Xiao Bai out for a walk so early today. Seeing Chen Imo leading Xiao Bai back, Zhao Jie immediately greeted him with a smile. Zhao Jie, originally named Zhao Yu, was a woman in her early 30s who had already broken away from vulgar tastes and owned dozens of properties. Well, I woke up early today, Chen Imo smiled. Who is this? The girl next to Zhao asked curiously when she saw Chen Imo. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Less Smart Systems. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Less Smart Systems. This handsome guy's name is Chen Imo, and he is a tenant on my end. He is a sophomore student at our Magic City University, Zhao Yu introduced with a smile. After saying that, Zhao Yu looked at Chen Imo and said, "Let me introduce you to my sisters, Lu Qinlan." "Hello Miss Lu," Chen Imo smiled. "You don't need to call me so formal, I'm really not used to it. Just call me Qinlan," Lu Qinlan said with a generous smile. Silently, "You came just in time. I was just talking to Qinlan about you," Zhao Yu said with a smile on her face. "Ah. Talking about me. Is there anything else?" Chen Imo asked curiously. "It's not a big deal either. The Qinlan family is the apple of the eye of Yang Liuxin, a famous top 100 enterprise in our Magic City. However, their Lu family is a bit conservative and still follows the old idea of matching families and allowing their children to marry in exchange for commercial benefits. Recently, her parents introduced her to Tang San, the eldest son of the Tang Group, which is also one of our top 100 companies in the Magic City. Qinlan was very disgusted with this and wanted me to help her find a high-quality boy to block her. I suddenly thought of you, kid, how to block it. Chen Moi exclaimed. It's simple, just pretend to be Qinlan's boyfriend. I heard that this guy has a serious obsession with emotional cleanliness and values the innocence of women. If he finds out that his partner has a boyfriend, he should actively reject the marriage. Zhao Yu smiled. According to his status, Tang San had to respectfully call out Zhao Jie when he saw Zhao Yu, so Zhao Yu didn't pay much attention to this person. I see, if that's the case, it's quite simple. Isn't it possible for anyone to give up? Chen Imo thought for a moment and said. That's what he said, but this guy is obviously not a fool. It's definitely not easy to find a crooked melon and cracked jujube to deceive him. It's more useful for someone like you who has some beauty, Zhao Yu said with a smile. What does having a bit of beauty mean? Chen Imo rolled his eyes. That's quite attractive, isn't it? Quite handsome. Stinky kid, I'll compliment you for flying into the sky. Zhao Yu pulled Chen Mo's face and cursed. The two of them have a good relationship on weekdays, and Zhao Yu takes good care of Chen Mo like her own sister, so this kind of playful behavior is quite common. Listening to Chen Mo's joking words, Lu Qinlan couldn't help but cover her mouth and chuckle lightly. I don't have any problem, it's just that Miss Lu's family knows about it. Miss Lu, don't have any trouble in the future, Chen Mo said seriously after teasing. It's okay, I'm not afraid they'll blame me, I'm afraid they'll keep bothering me, Lu Qinlan said with a nonchalant smile. Okay, what should I do? This is simple. Tomorrow noon, the young Master Tang invited Qinlan to dinner together. You can go with Qinlan then. With his personality, seeing that his original partner already has a man, he probably twisted his nose and turned his head before leaving. Zhao Yu said. Then it's all up to you, Chen Mo smiled. As he spoke, Chen Mo suddenly remembered how the system hadn't even called out when he had such close contact with two girls this time. As a result, I realized that I had changed the voice reminder to a text reminder and hadn't even brought it back. Just as he approached the two girls, the system was already frantically reminding him. System prompt. Warning. A third-level superpower has been found near the host. The host's current strength is 0, and the strength difference is too large. Please pay more attention. System prompt. Warning. A 5th-level demon has been found near the host, which is difficult to match with the host's current strength. Please quickly stay away. Chen Nemo carefully examined the prompts and found that Zhao Yu was a 3rd-level superpower, while the 5th-level demon was Lu Qinlan. He immediately asked curiously in his heart, System, what is the difference between this demon and the Corpse King? System prompt. Demons generally refer to humans who have retained some of their will, but have been infused with negative energy and erupted with demonic energy. The Corpse King evolved from humans infected with corpse venom, and generally such characters do not have normal self-will and only engage in indiscriminate hunting. I see, it seems that this demon is much more dangerous than the Corpse King. After all, the Corpse King only follows the hunting will and fights instinctively, while the Demon Man has his own will. However, the Demon Man's negative energy explodes, which means that the Demon Man is a special monster that can do evil with high intelligence, and the level of danger can be imagined. After reading the initial prompts, Chen Nemo found that there were also interesting prompts behind. System prompt. It has been detected that the host has reached a social intention with a 5th-level demon, and the charm of the host is astonishing. We hereby reward the host with 2,500 survival points, a B.level gift package, and a charm value of 10 points. Good guy, it's just a fake boyfriend and girlfriend. It's okay, you're not sick in the system, are you? Chen Nemo is completely speechless about this cerebral palsy system. At first, he just thought the system was running at the wrong time and his brain was a bit difficult to use, but now it seems that the brain of this system is not a bit difficult to use, it's like a mental disability. However, the more intellectually disabled the system is, the more Chen Nemo likes it. This indicates that he can easily get a lot of rewards for free prostitution. Who wouldn't extend their hands to welcome this exchange? However, when Chen Nemo saw that the system's reward had a charm value, he couldn't help but be taken aback. Is there no charm attribute in one's regular attributes? Is this a hidden attribute? Do you not allow yourself to earn survival points, but can you obtain them by triggering various rewards? As Chen Mo's charm value increased by 10 points, Zhao Yu and Lu Qinlan, who were already very pleased with Chen Nemo, didn't know why. The more they looked at Chen Nemo, the more they liked him. I just feel that this person's appearance and temperament have made me feel comfortable in my heart. That's it. You can add each other's contact information so that we can contact each other tomorrow. Zhao Yu immediately smiled as Lu Qinlan looked at Chen Nemo with a serious look at her boyfriend. Since he agreed, Chen Nemo didn't show any affectation and directly added each other as WeChat friends with Lu Qinlan, and even saved their phone numbers. Let's meet tomorrow. I have to go out and buy something, so let's say goodbye first. After adding friends, Chen Nemo smiled and said goodbye to the two of them, preparing to go to the supermarket to buy something and complete today's daily tasks. Wait a moment, although it may only pretend to be for tomorrow, it's not easy to pretend to be a boyfriend or girlfriend, so it's natural to start cultivating from daily life. Since you want to buy something, let's go together. Qinlan is a little rich woman, so if you help, you will naturally be rewarded. Miss Lu will pay for all your expenses today. Zhao Yu smiled and said. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. It takes no effort to obtain it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. It takes no effort to obtain it. Regarding Zhao Yu's words, Lu Qinlan smiled and said, Sister Yu is right. Since we ask for your help, we naturally need to thank you well. Whatever you want to buy, let me pay for it today. Why are you so embarrassed? Chen Nemo smiled bitterly, isn't this just a little white face eating a soft meal? What's so embarrassing? You should eat and drink, don't save money for the little rich woman. Today, you can cultivate your habit of addressing and getting along with each other, so that the young man from the Tang family won't notice anything wrong tomorrow. Zhao Yu smiled and said. Darling, let's go. Lu Qinlan smiled as she naturally embraced Chen Mo's arm. Watching the two of them leave, Zhao Yu showed a smile on her aunt's face. She pretended to be speaking, but in her heart, she had an idea of matchmaking. Leaving the community, Lu Qinlan smiled and said, Dear, what did you just say you wanted to buy? Although he knew it was for tomorrow's performance practice, Chen Mo clearly did not have the self-cultivation of this actor and could not quickly enter the role. Seeing Lu Qinlan so skilled, he exclaimed curiously, You are not studying acting, are you? I forgot to tell you, my goal is to become a professional actor at the Magic City Drama Academy, Lu Qinlan said with a slight smile on her lips. The Film Academy in the Imperial Capital and the Drama Academy in the Magic Capital have provided a large number of talents in the film and television industry for China. Many well-known stars active in the film and television industry have emerged from these two academies. No wonder she's so professional. Chen Mo instantly understood why she could easily get involved in the show. I didn't really have anything special to buy when I went out today, just some snacks, Chen Mo said with a smile. After speaking, Chen Mo remembered that for his main survival mission, he also had to get a pet of extremely high level. By the way, I want to keep a pet recently and plan to visit the pet store on my way. You should come to me about this matter. If you go to an unknown pet store, they may use sick pets to slaughter you and die shortly after buying them home. I have a friend who runs a pet store, so I'll take you to take a look. Lu Qinlan immediately smiled. This is naturally the best. Chen Mo did not refuse. Although Chen Mo can judge whether these pets can survive until the end of the world based on their future achievements, it's okay to visit a friend's pet store. Do you have a car? Lu Qinlan asked Chen Mo at the entrance of the community. Have, then take your car. I can't sit, my bike doesn't have a back seat, Chen Mo smiled. Puff. Upon hearing that Chen Mo's car turned out to be a bicycle, Lu Qinlan immediately smiled and said, Then let's take my car. Lu Qinlan pulled Chen Mo to the side of a pink Porsche sports car. This was Chen Mo's first time riding a sports car, and as he sat in the passenger seat, he felt even more like he had become a little pale-faced. Lu Qinlan looked at her gentle and lovely appearance, but when she drove, she didn't procrastinate at all. She raced all the way, and in less than half an hour, the two of them arrived at the entrance of a large pet store. It has to be said that this pet shop is much larger than ordinary pet shops. A typical pet store may only sell regular pets such as cats, dogs, rodents, etc. And in addition to these, this pet store also has a special crawling area. Spiders, snakes, lizards, frogs, and the like are all available for sale. The appearance of this pet shop appears unique, attracting the attention of passers-by with bright signs and animal patterns on the windows. The exterior walls are painted in bright colors, paired with colorful flower beds and green plants, making the entire pet store look vibrant. There is an eye-catching pet shop sign hanging at the entrance, vividly displaying various small animals, indicating that there will be a variety of pets to choose from in the store. That's it here, I don't know what kind of pet you like. Anyway, my friend's pet store sells all kinds of pets, so you can choose carefully. Randomly parking in the parking spot at the entrance, Lu Qinlan pulled Chen Mo into the store. As soon as Chen Mo stepped into the pet store, he was surrounded by the warm and fresh decoration. The walls inside the store adopt a light and elegant color scheme, paired with wooden decorations, creating a peaceful and comfortable atmosphere. Moderate lighting makes the entire space appear bright and not dazzling, allowing customers to better observe and appreciate pets. Entering the store, the first thing that catches your eye is a bustling cat and dog area. Each animal cage is arranged warmly and comfortably, providing a safe and comfortable environment for small animals. The melodious meowing of cats and the lively playful sound of dogs blend together, making the entire area filled with joy and vitality. Following the signs, Chen-mo immediately saw the eye-catching crawling area. The area over there is mainly made up of glass display windows, displaying a variety of snakes, lizards, spiders, and other crawling pets. Each shop window is designed to be lively and interesting, and under professional lighting, cold-blooded animals display brilliant colors and unique appearances. The interior layout of the entire pet store is reasonable, allowing customers to easily immerse themselves in it and appreciate a variety of pets. At this moment, there are several people strolling around in the store. The staff are wearing uniform and providing on-point introduction services to customers with enthusiasm and professionalism. Chen-mo and Lu Qinlan had just entered and a salesperson immediately welcomed them. "Hello everyone, if you have any needs or questions, please feel free to consult me. I am always at your service." The shop assistant displayed their signature smiling face, making people feel at ease. "Don't worry about us if you have nothing, let's choose for ourselves first," Lu Qinlan said, taking out a golden card. Upon seeing this card, the salesperson immediately understood and said, "So it's the boss's friend. Those two can just look around and call me when you have a need." Since the other party didn't need their own service, the salesperson stood wisely to the side. At this moment, Lu Qinlan hugged Chen-mo's arm and smiled, "Dear, why don't you go to the cat and dog area first?" As Lu Qinlan spoke, Chen-mo was watching the system prompt. He had just arrived at the pet store and was immediately warned by the system. System prompt. Warning: host has arrived at an extremely dangerous monster lair, where a large number of monsters are gathered, and even the 9th level Beast King. Enter with the host's strength into one of the 10 dead and lifeless, please leave immediately. Upon seeing this system prompt, Chen-mo immediately smiled. Isn't it a coincidence? I was worried about not having a place to find a 9th level monster, but when I came up, the system immediately prompted me that it was there. As the saying goes, there is no place to find a broken iron shoe, and it takes no effort to obtain it. He immediately began searching for the so-called 9th order Beast King among them. System, can you directly label these animals' levels on their heads? Otherwise, how do I know which one is which? How dangerous it is. As Chen-mo roused in his heart, the system really responded. System prompt. The display function of the equal rank identification requires 1000 survival points to be activated. Do you want to activate it? End of this chapter. Chapter 8. The 9th rank Beast King is quite capable of hiding. You are listening at Novel FUL.audio. Chapter 8. The 9th rank Beast King is quite capable of hiding. Just open a sign, want me 1000 points. Why don't you go grab it? It's only 100,000 yuan. Chen-mo was a bit speechless, but although it was a bit expensive, this feature was indeed very convenient, allowing him to quickly find the most valuable target in the crowd, which is still worth opening. Chen-mo also said something about it, and he directly paid 1000 survival points to open the function of equivalent identification. System prompt. Survival points deduction completed. The rank identification function is activated. Currently, there are 14,819 remaining survival points. At the moment when this level identification function was activated, a box symbol that only Chen-mo could see appeared on everyone's heads in the entire pet store, whether they were humans or animals. The vast majority of characters have relatively low levels of rank, and there are even some people and animals with rank symbols on their heads that are zombies. It can be seen that they have all died 6 months after the end of the world. Chen-mo didn't pay attention to the stranger's plight, but instead turned his gaze to the various pets in the pet area. Lu Qinlan was originally accompanying Chen-mo to pick pets, but when she saw these cute furry little things herself, her eyes lit up with love and she fell into them. "Oh, this little dog is so cute," she teased and hugged a schnauzer. Chen-mo glanced at the emblem on the head of this Snowy, a first-order monster. It's too delicious, I'm not interested at first glance. He glanced at the other pets around him again. It was found that the markings on the heads of large pets were even inferior to those of small animals. It seems that after the outbreak of the apocalypse, the larger the body size, the easier it is for accidents to occur. Several large pets have corpse logos on their heads, indicating that they are all dead. Chenemo glanced at the other cats and dogs around him, among which the highest rank was only the 6th rank. The 9th level Beast King is not in the ranks of cats and dogs. Is he in the ranks of crawling pets? Seeing Chenemo circling around, it seemed that he didn't notice any of them. Lu Qinlan exclaimed curiously, didn't he notice any of them? Chenemo nodded and said, I don't feel like it's particularly suitable. I'll go to the pet crawling area over there and take a look. Then I'll wait for you here, Lu Qinlan said bitterly. Chenemo immediately smiled and saw that she was afraid of climbing the pet. He immediately smiled and said, okay. As Chenemo entered the crawling area and scanned all the pets, it must be said that the pets in the crawling area looked easy to die, but unexpectedly their overall strength was one level higher than the pets in the neighboring furry child area. The highest crawling pet actually reaches the 7th level. However, even so, it is still not enough. Chenemo was a bit curious. When he first entered the door, the system prompted a clear warning that there was a 9th level Beast King inside. Why did you wander around without encountering a 9th level Beast King? He immediately called the waiter curiously and asked, may I ask if all the pets here are displayed outside? Yes, all the pets we sell to the public are here, the waiter nodded and replied. Are all the pets for sale here? Does that mean there are still any for sale? Chenemo immediately asked, his eyes lit up. Seeing that Chenemo is a friend of his boss's friend, the waiter also responded enthusiastically, well, the pets we normally sell in our pet store are all raised from a young age with a legitimate background. In addition, we also provide pet rescue and adoption services. We often assist stray cats and dogs and find owners willing to adopt them. These pets are free, so they are not currently available for sale. I see, can you take me to take a look? Chenemo didn't expect the 9th level Beast King to be hidden among stray cats and dogs. This thing can be quite hidden. The waiter was quite surprised to see that Chenemo wanted to adopt a pet instead of the one he was selling seriously. But considering that he is a friend of his boss's friend, he dare not offend and immediately said, of course, please come with me. What's wrong, dear? You want to adopt a stray cat and dog? Lu Qinlan was also surprised by Chenmo's decision. Just take a look first, Chenmo said with a smile. It's much harder to keep stray cats and dogs than pets outside, Lu Qinlan reminded. It's okay, I don't have anything else, I'm very patient. The waiter quickly took the two of them to the backyard area of the stray cat and dog. There are many rescued stray cats and dogs here, many of which even have incomplete bodies and look quite pitiful. Upon arriving here, Chenemo discovered that the stray cats and dogs were much more powerful than those in the pet area ahead. Among them, there were 2 cats and dogs in the 6th and 1 in the 7th levels. It seems that having experience of wandering also has a stronger ability to adapt to the apocalypse. After scanning these stray cats and dogs, Chenemo suddenly saw a small, earthy yellow milk dog with the emblem of the 9th level Beast King displayed on its head. Chenemo was stunned for a moment. How big is this little dog? He quickly asked the waiter beside him. If we calculate the time, the mother of the stray dog should have given birth to this little dog for 3 months. Originally, it could not have been considered a stray dog and was sold in front of us, but the store manager said it would still be considered a stray dog for free adoption. I see, can I adopt it? Chenemo immediately said. At this moment, Lu Qinlan couldn't help but love this little thing and reached out to touch the little dog, saying, although this little dog looks like a local dog, it's not inferior to those dogs outside that can be called good breeds. It's so cute. If you both like it, as this lady is a gold card customer of our store, you only need to register your identity and take the dog away directly, so that we can also have an explanation to the store manager." The waiter immediately smiled and said, "Under normal circumstances, strangers who come here to adopt pets need to sign an adoption agreement." But seeing that Lu Qinlan was a friend of the boss, the waiter simplified the process. "How's it going, dear? Do you want to adopt this little dog?" "That's it, even if you smash pots and sell iron, you have to keep it," Chenemo laughed. "Also, please help me prepare a set of pet supplies and dog food." "Okay, I'll arrange it for you immediately." The waiter quickly picked out Chenmo's pet nest, food bowl, dog food, pet snacks, and so on. Lu Qinlan was very generous in making direct card payments, which made the waiter couldn't help but glance at Chenemo a few more times. Seems to treat him like a little white face. "By the way, what time do you open for business?" "Our pet store usually operates until 9 p.m. We need to go buy something else next. If the puppy is not suitable to be left in the car for a long time, I'll leave it with you for now. I'll come and pick it up at night." "Okay, you can rest assured that we will take care of it for you. If you have any issues in the future that you cannot leave and do not have time to take care of your pet, you can also take care of it at any time. We guarantee to take care of them as well as at home." End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Perspective Glasses. You are listening at Novel FUL.audio. Chapter 9 Perspective Glasses. Although Chenemo adopted a little dog that would grow into a 9th-level Beast King after 1 year, he did not receive a direct reward prompt from the system. "It seems that this little dog needs to understand that I am its owner in order to count." Chenemo is not in a hurry about this. He will take it back and raise it a bit. The puppy can recognize its owner relatively quickly, at least better than wild stray animals. If you are truly a pure wild animal, the difficulty of making others recognize you as their owner is not comparable now. The puppy has already been adopted, where will it go next? "Today I will be your full-time driver, please let me know at any time," Lu Qinlan said with a smile. "Then let's go eat something expensive. I don't know any high-end restaurants, so feel free to look for them." "I'll treat you," Chenemo smiled. Chenemo remembered that the third daily task was to enjoy a sumptuous meal in the apocalypse. "It said that I'll treat you today and you're not allowed to compete with me. Then let's go to our Purple Jade Pavilion under the name of Yang Liuxin," Lu Qinlan said with a nonchalant smile. "Then it's all up to the rich woman," Chenemo joked. As the two walked out of the pet store, Chenemo suddenly heard a system prompt sound in his ear. System prompt. "Congratulations to the host for successfully escaping from the nest full of exotic beasts and coming into close contact with over 90% of them. Your courage and luck are astonishing. We hereby reward the host with 2,000 survival points and a C.level gift package. At this time, Chenemo has 1 B.level gift package and 1 C.level gift package that has not been opened." Sitting in Lu Qinlan's car, Chenemo chatted with Lu Qinlan haphazardly while pretending to be playing with his phone. In fact, he was clicking on the gift package on the semi-transparent screen in front of him. He first clicked on the B.level gift package he had previously obtained due to a false relationship with Lu Qinlan. System prompt. Successfully opened the gift package. Congratulations on obtaining a B.level item. Perspective Glasses. Perspective Glasses. After wearing them, you can freely adjust the perspective amplitude with just one movement of your mind. You can easily pass through various walls and barriers to observe whether the surrounding environment is safe. This item can be worn in an invisible state. After reading the introduction of the perspective glasses, a strange expression flashed on Chenmo's face. Why does this system always feel like something's wrong? I just gave it an invisibility ability earlier, and now I've given it a perspective ability. It seems that these two abilities are indeed very useful for survival in the apocalypse, but in this world, I always feel that their conventional usage is strange. Chen Mo directly chose to wear perspective glasses in an invisible state. At this point, although he had already put on his perspective glasses, it was completely invisible on the surface. As Chen Mo put on his perspective glasses, he immediately began to mentally adjust his perspective. Soon, the crossbar in front of him gradually became transparent, revealing the engine and other things in front of the car. These things were originally impossible to see directly in a car under normal circumstances. The effectiveness of visible perspective glasses is very obvious. After confirming the effect of the thing, Chen Mo instinctively turned his head and glanced at Lu Qinlan. This glance almost didn't startle him. Because the perspective was adjusted too high, he only saw a skeleton and organs sitting on his left side at a glance. He quickly reset the perspective directly. At this moment, Lu Qinlan saw Chen Mo staring at her and asked curiously, "What's wrong? Did I get anything on my face?" "Yes." "Ah. What did you get?" Lu Qinlan immediately asked. "It looks a bit nice," Chen Mo smiled. "Poof, your unfashionable love talk is too earthy." Lu Qinlan thought he really touched something, but he didn't expect Chen Mo was talking about unfashionable love talk. After resetting the perspective, Chen Mo didn't look around anymore. However, recalling the scene just now, Chen Mo noticed that Lu Qinlan had a slight problem with her cervical spine. "My perspective glasses seem to be quite useful. They can detect danger while also being able to see a doctor. This B.level reward is really good." Chen Mo was very satisfied with the gift package reward he just received, and he immediately opened the remaining C.level gift package in his backpack. System prompt. Successfully opened the gift package. Congratulations on obtaining a C.level item. Ring blade. Ring blade. It can be worn as an accessory ring on the middle finger. In critical moments, it can activate the blade inside the ring blade. You can freely adjust the length and width of the blade, which can extend up to half a meter in length and be level with the back of your hand. Do not wear on other fingers, as it may affect use. Oh. High-tech weapons, freely retractable blades. Chen Mo directly took out the ring and put it on the middle finger of his right hand. Lu Qinlan was focused on driving, but he didn't see what Chen Mo was doing. Even if he did, he would only see him wearing a ring. Chen Mo's left hand slightly blocked his right hand. As long as the ring blade on his middle finger was not extended too long, Lu Qinlan could not see it. Chen Mo only conducted a slight experiment. This ring blade can indeed be freely adjusted according to his mind. As he moved his mind, a small sword suddenly extended from the area on his middle finger where the center of the ring appeared to be a gem. The material of the ring blade is tough, the surface is smooth, and it looks extremely sharp, even emitting weak energy fluctuations on the surface of the ring blade. Can this ring blade still be blessed with energy? After integrating the wolf body, Chen Mo now has a special perception of energy. Although it is not yet possible to perfectly utilize the energy within the body, he can at least feel that there is a special type of energy present within the human body. Chen Mo temporarily refers to this energy as internal force. After confirming the sharpness of the ring blade, Chen Mo also attempted some quick stretching movements to test the response speed of the ring blade in emergency situations. The expansion and contraction of the ring blade can be said to have almost no delay, which is very important and can even become a component of some tactics. Throughout the process, Lu Qinlan still did not notice that Chen Mo was conducting any special experiments, only feeling his hands making some small movements. After the experiment was completed, Chen Mo retracted the ring edge back into its original decorative properties. He smiled slightly, silently hoping to play its role in future adventures. Quickly, Lu Qinlan had already taken Chen Mo to their own high-end restaurant, Ziyu Xian. After parking the car on a familiar road, she immediately led Chen Mo towards the main entrance of the restaurant. "If you take me to your own industry for a meal, will someone discover and report it to your elders?" Chen Mo suddenly thought of this possibility. No, they don't know me. They only know the Supreme VIP card, Lu Qinlan said with a smile as he took out a purple and gold card. That's good. As they spoke, the two of them had already walked to the entrance of the restaurant. As soon as they arrived, Chen Mo's ears immediately rang with a familiar system prompt sound. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Abundant Overcoming. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. Abundant Overcoming. System prompt. A large number of psychics and monsters have been detected in front of us, indicating a fierce battlefield. Please be careful when passing through. Oh. Did this prompt turn into a large number of supernatural beings? Oh my goodness, even wealthy people are more adaptable than ordinary people in the end of the world. When social order first began to collapse, their influence was still there. Did they use this to build shelters and protect themselves? Chen Mo couldn't help but guess. After all, there were also many people in the park before, but there was no such reminder of a large number of supernatural beings. Instead, the vast majority were monsters. Chen Mo did not care about the system prompt, but looked at the Michelin 3-star Chinese restaurant in front of him. The architectural style of this restaurant is elegant and magnificent, with a fusion of traditional Chinese elements and modern design, showcasing a unique charm. Above the gate hangs a golden sign, with the three big characters of Ziyu Xian written on it, inlaid with luxurious purple jade, shining brightly. Following Lu Qinlan into the restaurant, Chen Mo immediately smelled a faint aroma of tea coming towards him. Looking at the elegant decoration of the surrounding environment, the indoor space layout is reasonable, and traditional mahogany furniture and modern design elements are cleverly combined to create a peaceful and noble atmosphere for the entire space. Each dining table is adorned with exquisite porcelain and silver tableware, demonstrating the restaurant's ultimate pursuit of quality. As a Michelin 3-star Chinese restaurant, Ziyuxuan is famous internationally for its excellent cooking skills and unique Chinese cuisine. The entire dining area has good indoor lighting, and the carefully arranged courtyard garden can be seen through the window, adding a natural freshness. The waiters in the store were dressed in traditional Chinese clothing. After Chen Mo and the others entered, the waiters immediately walked over politely, ready to guide the guests to their seats. Hello everyone, our store has a reservation membership system. May I ask how many tables have you reserved? Lu Qinlan casually took out a purple and gold card and said, no reservation, is there anyone using private room 95? As soon as the waiter saw the Supreme membership card, he immediately looked serious and respectfully said, Dear Supreme member, welcome to your visit. Room 95 is currently unoccupied and is currently empty. Please follow me, both of you. Upon hearing this, Lu Qinlan smiled and gestured for Chen Mo to follow the waiter, and the two were immediately led into the depths of the restaurant. Along the way, the waiter guided them in an orderly and professional manner. Room 95. Is there anything special about this room? Chen Mo asked curiously as he looked at Lu Qinlan, who was naturally hugging his arm like a real girlfriend. What is the name of an ancient emperor? Lu Qinlan asked with a slight smile. The Lord of 95. Chen Mo immediately reacted and smiled, so that's what it means, or do you wealthy people know how to play word games? Quickly, the two were taken to the most luxurious private room in the store. Entering room 95, Chen Mo couldn't help but look around curiously. The interior decoration of the private room is luxurious, with exquisite vases placed on the round table carved with rosewood, and flowers emitting a faint aroma. The jade-colored curtains swayed gently, and through the window one could see the view of the courtyard outside. The decoration style of the private room blends classical and modern elements, with some ancient paintings and calligraphy hanging on the walls, all of which are authentic works of famous masters, showcasing the profound heritage of traditional Chinese culture. The entire private room is bright and spacious, with exquisite chandeliers at the top embellishing the sky. In the tranquil atmosphere, Lu Qinlan smiled and introduced, the decoration inspiration here comes from ancient palaces, with each place carefully designed and containing many precious art treasures. Even a piece of porcelain placed casually on the table is a precious antique. Chen Mo smiled bitterly and said, then I have to be careful with this move. If I accidentally break something, I'm afraid I won't be able to afford to lose everything. It's okay, you can still sell yourself to pay off the debt, Lu Qin said with a blue-toned smile. While the two were joking, the waiter had already brought the menu over. Hello everyone, there are a total of 9 sets of the Supreme package in our private room 95. Would you like to choose one of the package options or order it yourself? Darling, what do you think? Lu Qinlan handed the menu to Chen Mo, wanting him to choose it himself. Chen Mo looked at the extremely unusual dish names on the menu and said, these dish names are so stylish that I don't even know what they are. You should order them. Okay, is there anything you don't like to eat? I'm not picky about food, just choose what you like, Chen Mo smiled. At this moment, the waiter beside him listened to the conversation between the two and, like the previous waiter at the pet store, regarded Chen Mo as a little white face next to the wealthy lady. She didn't pay much attention to Chen Mo, but focused on serving Lu Qinlan. Let's have the third set, and by the way, we'll add today's limited specialty dish. By the way, please instruct the master that we only have 2 people to avoid waste. Please reduce the amount of each dish, Lu Qinlan said seasonedly. Okay, please wait a moment, both of you. The dishes will be served soon. The waiter smiled and accepted the order before quickly leaving the private room. In no time, exquisite dishes were gradually served on the table. The exquisite layout and ingredients of the 95 Supreme package are also very exquisite, whether it is the color, shape, or taste, they are all top-notch. The specialty dishes are even more ingenious, highlighting the chef's creativity and cooking skills from dish placement to taste. Eating without words, sleeping without words. After serving the dishes, Lu Qinlan and Chen Mo quietly savored each dish together, deeply immersed in the flavor of the food. After the two finished their meal, the waiter approached respectfully and said, "Did you have a pleasant dining experience? Our Purple Jade Pavilion will conduct a simple survey after the guests' meal, in order to better serve them in the future. Can you please share your most satisfactory dishes and areas of dissatisfaction with today's meal? There is nothing unsatisfactory about it. If you are satisfied with the dish, the roasted pigeon just now was really delicious. The skin was crispy and tender, and the aroma was overflowing. It was very good," Chen Mo smiled. Lu Qinlan also nodded and said to another dish, "Braised 9-turn immortal eel in brown sauce is also a unique dish. It tastes fresh and tender, with a strong aroma. This dish is good and can be recommended many times." Seeing that there were no negative reviews from the two, the waiter smiled and recorded their recommendations before sending them out of the door. As Chen Mo finished his meal, the system prompt sound immediately rang in his ear. System prompt. Congratulations on successfully completing your daily tasks. 3. Even this delicious meal may seem overwhelming in the post-apocalyptic world. If you exceed your daily tasks, your reward will double this time. You have earned 2,000 survival points and 2 daily gift packages. End of this chapter.